Aye. Oh, it's yourself. How you doing? Welcome to another video. This week we're looking at the Traxxas X Max. Yay! No, we're not. We're looking at the UDIRC 1203. Of late, you'll see me do a video on the Snowclaw, which was absolutely mental. This is the Sierra, the 1203. Is it going to be the king of the budget, sort of trophy truck, scale truck market? Well, who knows? I've not driven one yet. You're going to be joining me when I drive it. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get stuck in and see what's inside this box. So just while I'm getting this open, I think this can sort of range anywhere between kind of 150 something to almost £200, depending on if you're going to go for a box with a charger in it and also some batteries. I opted for the cheapest version because I've got loads of 3S batteries with the XC60 connector. Spoke with UDIRC because I'm that way inclined, and they offered me quite a nice discount. So this video is effectively sponsored by them, but that in no way is going to reflect on how I'm going to treat it or what I'm going to say about it, because at the end of the day, you guys come here and get an honest review and have a bit of a laugh with me, so there's no point in lying to you. If this is going to be a big green turd, I will let you know.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
So let's open this up. Oh, nice. Okay, so instructions, a couple of little boxes. Now let's get this bad boy out of the way first. So a couple of little boxes here, what we've got. So a little toolkit with some hex drivers and a little hex wrench in there. I've got a couple of cable ties. Nice. Next box then, a little bit lighter. Oh, ripped that. See, come on. Ooh, some spare arms. They're always never going to go amiss, are they? So we've got spare arms, looks like front and rear. Cool. Instruction booklets. I think we're going to have to get some stickers there. Also, yeah, and I just want to wave a little flag for you. Way. Looks like we've got our UDIRC controller. Let's see, it may be the same as the Snowclaw. No, it is a little bit beefier than the Snowclaw, actually. That looks kind of nice. That feels quite nice in the hand. Got a little thumb stick, as you know. I've got little chunky thumbs. And underneath here, it's even got a full little guide, which will tell you what your steering rate is, dual rate, throttle reverse, steering reverse, and your channels as well. So probably get some nice little lights on that one. But I'll have a wee look into the instruction manual, and we will talk about that when I'm out driving it. What else we got here? What's the channel? Oh yeah, so we can change our throttle limits too. So that's actually quite a nice little setup. That feels way more premium than I think what the Snowclaw did. And it's roughly around about the same price, taking into account me speaking to UDIRC. But that's a not bad controller there. Feels quite nice, actually. Yeah, quite a nice controller, nice and chunky, but maybe it just needs a bit of weight with the batteries in it to give it that sort of full-on premium feel. But nice sort of thick trigger buttons there as well, because the MGX can be really thin and spindly, so that's quite good. And boom, there we have our nice little 1203. It's a bit like that. Oh, that feels pretty plush. That feels quite nice. But let's go for a little body peel. Now there's something quite nice just about that plain sort of no stickered look actually. That looks really quite fresh and clean and crisp. Take this off though. Oh, that is rather premium right there. for a light connector, probably. You can see that there. Oh, that'd be interesting. Possibly a light bar on the front, I think. Could be, but we'll move this out of the way just now. Looking under here, very similar to that little snow claw. That looks like some really well protected fans. The other UDIRC that I've got is very, very solid fans. Let me see. Yeah, so front CBDs, all good. Plastic arms, plastic hubs, hub carriers anyway. But nice oil-filled shocks. And I have to say, I love the little mud flaps on the back there. That's a nice little touch. That's something that would always just be like a wee extra that you would buy on sort of like AliExpresses and whatnot, as opposed to just coming standard with the truck. A little XT60 connector there, but that sounds nice. Big chunky bumpers on it. I'm actually really looking forward to getting this out now. I get a rip, but that's solid. Beautiful. So that's that. What we'll do is we're going to chuck a battery in this, see what cool, sweet tricks and things it does, and then we're going to get it out for a drive. So big up boys at Hobbyking. 3300 milliamp, 3-cell LiPo, shorty pack kind of thing, which is going to fit nicely in here. So that's a perfect size for this truck. Okay, so battery's in, controller is on. Now with this quick release body, it shouldn't be too much of a faff. Switching it on. Lovely. So yeah, like I thought, well, I've got that pretty sweet light bar on the front. So we can get this quick release body solidly on there. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not too bad, that. It sounds pretty quick. Not overly strong servo, but hey, look, you are paying sub £200 for something like this with all the goodies along with it. Nice little noisy fan going on there, and some sweet lights. See if we can get those turned off. See, get a light show. God, what is it with these Chinese manufacturers and their light shows on the front of their trucks? Oh, nice. Little kit number going on there.
Kid? Yes. Shut up.
That one too. Or off, which is what I may prefer. So I'm going to get this stickered up, and then the next time I'm going to see this is going to be ripping. So let's get out there. That sucks, kid. Maybe you should head over to the Hobbyking website and you can get yourself a sick discount on some really sweet batteries using the link in my description. Yeah, I'd love some good quality but low price batteries. The prices are out of this. Whoa! Whoa! Hey guys! Just like the prices at the Hobbyking website, I'm out of this world. Using the link in the description on this video, you can get yourself 5% discount on your batteries. I'm still in space. Whoa, when are you coming back with my batteries? And look at that. Isn't that a funny looking thing? I'll get some close-ups later on when we're doing some other footage. We're here, I'm going to give it a quick speed test. A little bit of a tarmac rip, but a wee bit of a sort of straight road here. Right next to the home of Scottish football, which is East Fife Football Club. Some of the glorious town of Meffel. If you're a local, you spell that M-E-F-F-U-L. So let's have a wee rip and see how we get on. Whoa. That's a little bit spicy off the bat, isn't it? Whoa. And a nice little traction note to start off with. Well, first blood to me. Whoa. Gee, peeps. Whoa. I think this might be a little bit too grippy for the tarmac, and it may have to be a little dirt run, because we are getting some kind of traction nose here. Oh, I think that jewellery might be up a little bit high as well. Ooh. Just give me 2 seconds, just going to play about with the jewellery. Yeah, that is right up at 100, so we'll take that down a little bit. Yeah, that's running a little bit nicer, isn't it? Not as... I say that and then I go and traction roll it. So this is going to be a bit of a spicy little run for finding out what its top speed is. I have absolutely got it bang on 100. That is, yeah, straight as a die. I don't know if I maybe be able to change the ESC settings on that, maybe take a bit of spice out the brake. And I seem to have picked the busiest time on this road. Nothing's moved since I was setting up, but now plenty of traffic. Yeah, that is running reasonably straight there. Don't have really clatter about with the trim. There we go. Right, enough of my waffling. Let's chuck a, I was going to say a gyro on it. It's already got one. So we'll chuck a wee speedo on it and we'll have a wee look at some figures. All zeroed off on that, and I'm hoping I'm going to get a clear run without any traffic. So let's go. Oh, I'll slow that down. Check the different come in for another pass. Aye. That was always going to happen. Right. Has my speedo stuck? It has. What we got? So 69.42. So probably about 40 something mile an hour, I would say. I will stick that up in miles per hour on the screen for all us heathens. But short of what I thought was going to be a traction roll, I know when to quit, and I'm not going to push it anymore because I don't want to keep putting scratches on that pretty little body. I maybe not have mentioned it in the unpacking part, but yeah, I'm not too sure about the clipless body mounts. This is going to be some issues if we're going to be bashing it quite hard, which I don't really plan to do, go crazy with it, but I think we're going to see some body poppage. Not like breakdancing, but we're going to see some stuff popping off of this later on. Anyway, on to the next part. Back once again with the Renegade Master. Oh, shut up. Anyway, hey, how are we all? So, we've done the speed test, did pretty well. So, let's have a wee bash test, and I'll tell you my thoughts on this. Bit of a noisy boy. You can hear it probably squealing away there. Had a little check of the diffs, they seem to be okay. They're not like proper free rolling, but a wee bit of tension in them. Both front and rear, I feel about the same, but I know that you're kind of wanting that but a stiffer setup at the rear. I say stiffer, I can't even say it. I say stiffer setup, but a bit more resistance in the rear. So, let's not talk about the boring things. Sorry, that's the first I've kind of drifted around the whole thing before. Right, so looks wise, it actually looks really, really good. Now, roughly same price point as another manufacturer who do Groms. So it's got stiff competition. Certainly in the looks department. And I kind of think the Grom just edges it. It is so close, it's ridiculous. I think this is a jolly good looking truck. I mean, compared to the MGX, which would scare children, it is a really, really handsome looking truck. And those little mud flaps at the back are so cool. So they do like a bit of scale. Handling wise, yeah. Always when you talk about the handling. So, handling wise, that gyro, as you can see, is working an absolute treat for it. I'd kind of dialed it down for the speed test. Dialed it up for bashing round here. And I quite like the fact you're not having to touch anything inside the car to do that, which is pretty cool. You can do it all from your controller, which is a nice little touch. So that's quite cool. I like that. Suspension wise setup, I love that little bit of body roll. So they've done not bad there actually. They've kind of tuned those quite well. I may not have said it at the unboxing because I always, like Jojo the Indian Circus Boy, get all excited with a pretty new pet. Oil filled shocks. Oil shocks then. Seem to be set up really, really nicely as well. So we got lights, yeah, like sometimes cool. Oh, look alright just now. But yeah, flashy little lights there. So onto the bad bits. So I think I referenced clipless bodies, which they've got funny clips on the front and the back, man. So there are clips on this body, and unfortunately they are a bit of a pain. Yeah, we've got a lot of people that do subscribe to the posts and pins, which is fair. I like that, but I suppose it kind of can spoil the look of the car. And as we've talked before there, this does look a little bit of a beaut. But the clipless body, I mean, there's been a couple of times just doing a couple of sort of filler videos and not really through it. I haven't taken off any of these vert jumps, which I don't really plan on doing because, a little bit of a gyro wobble there. Because it's not really the type of truck to do that with. But even from, maybe just go from here, we're sometimes getting a wee bit of loosening on the body clips. A little bit of gyro wiggle again there. So it does make, it can make for a bit of a laborious experience, having to keep going back and popping that body on and off and on and off. But other than that, I'm kind of, like, maybe other than the noisy transmission, I'm sort of struggling really to find anything bad to say about it. It is putting a massive smile on my face, certainly when you're flying into those corners and you get that nice bit of body roll and get a little drift like that. And I'm about to turn the gyro down, I think. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. It's getting Right, you, stop wiggling. Oh. Yes, as I was saying, it's a lot of fun. Running this on 3S, and as you can see, it's smashing a wall. And that kind of highlights my point about the body clips. And, oh no, that's a UDIRC logo right there. What have I broken? Okay, so, just this bit here. So just a bit of an inner thing. Yeah, all body posts seem to be fine, all clips seem to be fine. But, getting a little over exuberant. So yeah, that's my only real main criticism, to be fair. A little bit of screeching of the tyres. But where I think this is going to excel is where I'm going to take it next. So I'm going to pop in a little bit of footage here. You can go and put the kettle on, whatever you need to do. But you'll know it's done when the music's done. Enjoy. As much fun as they are at the old skate park, this is the Sierra's absolute natty playground. Oh yes. Kicking up big, well, wow, kicking up scale rooster tails. Yes. So this is the closest I've got to any kind of sort of BMX track or anything like that. Not ideal, not great, not a massive space, but no. But it's certainly enough to put this little Sierra through its paces and no. Yeah, enough to put this little Sierra through its paces. And what an absolute yes! What an absolute little ripper this thing is, man. Oh, I've lost it. Out you pop. Yeah, you stick this on some gravel. So if you've got like a BMX track near you, it's probably a wee bit more, bit smoother than here. But this is properly where this will be. Oh, see where this thing just comes to life, man. It's absolutely class. And this thing absolutely stands shoulder to shoulder with the other Grom that basically this is like a direct competitor to. There's no two ways about that. This I think is a 1/12, I believe, and your Grom's like 1/14. So I'll stick up a wee still side by side so you can have a wee look at the size comparison. But man, I tell you, I think this is winning me over, and then I go and do that to it. But yeah, this is, oh, don't do that. Ah. So saying, this thing is absolutely winning me over. So see, we get a nice big jump off here for you. Oi! Well, I wasn't expecting a nigh on backflip, and if I saw it was going that way, I might have actually leaned into that. But short of those annoying body clips, this is actually really, really good. And as you can see, it's tough as old boots. I just wish you could keep it on its wheels. But that is not the car's fault, I'm going to stress that. This is obviously a wee bit rougher than sort of if you've got like a BMX track near you, which this is absolutely going to smash it. And short of my terrible driving, you will be able to keep it on all four wheels. But hit fire. Gotta go for another big jump here. Oh no. Well. But yeah, what a blast. That will be in one piece for the next part. What's left to say about the 1203 by UDIRC other than that is absolutely brilliant. A little damage check. I'll maybe pop a video over this, but genuinely everything is in full working order. Yeah, I've horsed it about, so you are going to get the odd scratches and whatnot. That's what this game's all about, really. But this is superb. Arma, I think you'd better start upping your game because people are coming for you. So honestly, I wouldn't be able to decide for you between the Mojave Grom brushless and this. Both absolutely superb. If you like what you've seen, you know the drill, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, bye for now.